With Prime Minister Narendra Modi ready to embark on his first state visit to the United States this week, Republic is reporting live from the United States to get the mood of the people ahead of that big visit. Republic's Aishwarya Kapoor will be getting you all the hustle and bustle just hours ahead of the Modi-Biden meet. Take a look at this special report.
On the Yoga Day, while the Prime Minister is going to be on the North Lawns of United Nations, this very place where we stand, Abhishek, is going to be jam-packed with Indians, and not only Indians, but even Americans, and also anyone who feels and who understands yoga. So this whole place of Times Square, including the big billboards, Abhishek, are only going to have yoga. I'm joined in by a few of the people who are here. It's not only about yoga. Whenever Prime Minister Modi comes in, the big bilaterals, I see a different kind of craze, and it's undying. And in fact, I've said that Prime Minister Modi breaks his own record as far as his popularity goes. You guys are here, more people are joining in, Abhishek. What impact does the Prime Minister's visit have on you?
So personally, I would like to say that whenever PM Modi comes here, then it's like there's a lot of excitement in the Indian community, and and then it's almost, and this being a state visit, this visit is almost being celebrated like a festival this time, because it is a big honor for any Prime Minister to be honored with a.
But that is every time, isn't it? It feels like just another festival. Whenever the Prime Minister is there, whether it's New York, Houston, Madison Square Garden, every time.
Yeah, but this visit is different. Generally...
This is first state visit as the Prime Minister of India.
Exactly, as a state. And even after, I think last Prime Minister to be invited was Manmohan Singh ji. Yeah. But that was almost 2 decades before, if I'm not wrong, 15 years or something. So almost after 15 years...
But you've been living here, ma'am, for how long?
Almost 14 years now.
14 years. So what difference do you feel when Prime Minister Modi is given such a stage, such a podium, such respect? What impact does it have on you as an Indo-American?
So we feel proud of it. Our Prime Minister comes here, and I think overall, since Modi ji has taken over the government, the pride of Indian community has risen considerably, exponentially.
You also feel that?
Yeah, absolutely. And let me tell you, being here and working in a corporate environment where you work with so many different nationalities, India has a very special place, not just for intellect, but overall our ability to lead and to perform. And the beauty about President Modi is he's just not a talker, but he's also a doer. And that's something I guess overall all of us believe in. So his presence here for these bilateral trades, you're just curious about what's...
Bilateral trade between India and US stands at $180 billion. Prime Minister aims to take it to $500 billion. That in itself is a benchmark which is not easy to even imagine. Forget about achieving. But the man breaks his own record every time around.
Absolutely. And how does he do? He doesn't talk. There are some rational ingredients, and one of the key components is technology adoption. So that's where I guess all of us, a majority part of the Indian community, also has a significant expertise within the technology phase. And with your Prime Minister coming in and carrying out such a premium trade, we wish him all the very best. And we want him to know all the Indo-Americans are with him.
I have with me a few more ladies, ma'am. Hi. Ma'am, what impact? I was just talking to everyone. They feel that we feel empowered. We feel that Indians are being given that respect which they have been looking for that line. What's your take?
So my take is, for the past 23 years that I have lived in the United States, yes, I feel like I've never seen India progress the way it has progressed since 2014. It is so significantly recognized all over the world. Narendra Modi, sir, has given a different image to India that India really...
You said 23 years. If I may just be specific, you say one change which you feel it has had on your life, personally.
So I have lived through a very hard time here in the United States. I've seen September 11, 7 blocks away. And from that journey and how, things had changed all the way until 2012, 2013. And then we saw what kind of impact India or the Indian government has brought and changed the whole, image of India. It's so felt every single day.
Every single day. Ma'am, if I come to you and then I'm coming to you as well. This whole Times Square is going to be taken away. It's only going to be maths and yoga and nothing else.
Yeah. See, June 21st is International Yoga Day. Narendra Modi is saying Vasudev Kutumbasya. So the yoga is not only for the India, but his aim is to give this opportunity to all over the world. And we are so thrilled to celebrate this June 21st event in presence of Narendra Modi ji in heart of New York, Manhattan, outside the UN.
No, absolutely. And I'm told that all these big billboards, everything is going to just have yoga and Prime Minister Modi all over it. So it gives you a sense of pride, ma'am?
Yes, definitely. That will put our Indian community where it has been about, already in given days. So I think it will be more importance to also yoga, where people are already of other, ethnicities and nations are following yoga for healthy reasons. This will give us more.
It's also a message of peace, and that's what I've been talking about. Because yes, there are very, very important bilaterals which are going to happen in DC when Prime Minister moves from New York to DC. But it's also a message of peace which Prime Minister is giving to the world.
That's correct.
And India stands for peace. India wants to be a net
biggest democracy, and that's what we are here for peace and democracy.
So when the largest democracy meets the oldest democracy, what's happening?
And India, yoga is rooted in India. So this is very proud moment
that's our gift
for
to the world.
yes.
Ma'am, what do you feel?
I, as all of them quoted, I feel just proud about that being an Indian, and our culture is being shown to all these people. So it's a great opportunity, to be here and be a part of it.
Culture, yes, but also once again coming to the point that where I had other people also talking, that when Prime Minister Modi talks about business, when Prime Minister Modi talks about these business deals, whether they are technology exchange, whether it's defense deal, he has made one thing very clear, Abhishek, which everyone also says, that Abhishek, he keeps the Indian interest at bay, at the forefront. And that's a change which Indians here also feel, that now when India has whether it's a business deal, whether it's a technology exchange, whether it's a defense deal, the Indian interests are also kept at the forefront.
Absolutely. Indian interest, and again, India overall making an impact on the global front is so evident. And that makes us feel so proud that we are living far away from India, from our motherland, even though this is our Karma Bhumi, our Matrubhumi back in India, with the amalgamation of the oldest and largest democracy that we are going to witness in another day or two as soon as Prime Minister Narendra Modi is here. And we have been witnessing it for multiple years.
Oh, absolutely, and I have other people also joining in. But you were just mentioning about technology in corporate world. So when India is right there in technology, and now when these deals between government to government deal happen, what impact does it have on technocrats? What difference will it have on people who've been working here for 10 years, 15 years, and when they see that now the Indian government and the American counterpart are getting into this technology exchange like never before?
Yeah, and great question. And the key thing is, you just don't have to now be in the United States to do all this technology innovations. India is no less. And the key thing is, same things are happening back in India. With this trade, the actual knowledge, intellect is also being transferred there. So people like us have come here, but people back home, they would also get access to the latest cutting-edge technology solutions, and we are very proud of that. And let me tell you, being in the corporate world, most of the leading positions are being led by Indians. Why? There is a reason behind
It
it.
gives you a sense of pride. I can just feel that on your face.
So I guess it's visible in my tone, and we are very proud. As ma'am said, that we are very far away from the country, but being India represented at such a high, out of 204 countries across the globe, India is definitely among the top tier, and we are very proud to be Indians.
Once again, talking about these technology exchanges, all of that is there. But when you see your Prime Minister giving that pedestal, when you see that Prime Minister Modi coming on his first state visit at the Indian Prime Minister, to be the only Indian Prime Minister in the history of India to address the US Congress twice, what do you feel? And do you really feel that it directly or indirectly gives you that confidence to move ahead in your life?
Goosebumps. It's goosebumps. That whole statement that you just made about one prime minister doing it twice and making history, that statement itself gives us goosebumps. No words can, really quantify what that real feeling is.
Is that?
Yeah,
I think I would say it's an example of how India is shining. Like getting that podium, getting that pedestal shows how far India has come, how far Indians have come. So for us, these kind of things we never thought of when we came back here. And the image of Indians was like, okay,
And that was how long, ma'am?
pretty long back away.
Back away, ma'am.
yeah, no, I was saying the same thing. Like, that's the difference between where India was and where it is now. And, nobody has done it in past. But with the development and with the, relationship we have built it now and where India is developing, this is where we get to see it. And we get to, as an Indian community, we also get to feel the pride